Morning, gang. Hope we're all having a good Wednesday. It's a rather dull Wednesday morning. It's a bit dull, so the lights are on. So, we are going to do full body workout today. You'll need a weight for this. We're going to be using either a dumbbell or a kettlebell or whatever you have access to. That is really bright. Just makes that look really weird. So just be bright head on it.
Yeah, I have to be that quick as well.
So yeah, we'll get warmed up and then we'll get ready to go. The lovely Maria is just timing today, aren't we?
Maria's done.
Maria's done. Done with life in general. Just get warmed up, bring it on the toes, bring it up. Kick your booty. Then your jacks. Forward back into the spray. Right there, what was that, Tetris?
I'm sure it was some cats who thought it was a Tetris.
Nope. Back in your jacks. And what's that? Egyptian type music?
Yes.
But it's Tetris, let's use that for whenever you hold the game. And then back in the toes.
Sure.
Then we'll speed that up for 10. Let's go. Speed it up. That's not one of these weights.
So dark. So dull.
And 3, 2, and 1. Back it up. Circle the arms.
Had something. We're in a weird position.
I'm just front and center here. Relax that. Circle the hips. Back the other way.
So tight. Couple of days not turning, just properly.
Relax that. Grab the toes. Knees out, chest tall, straight through. Straight that up. Back it in.
I think I'm just super relaxed today.
That's okay. Straight that up. Then we'll sit down in. Push the knees out with the elbows and rotate. You're awake, aren't you? What's your position? Just about. Foot in straight to hip. Change. One foot straight to hip. Change. Change. Change one more each side. Change. And look, take it down. Onto your side, top knee up to that chest. Rotate. So again, twist through that lower back.
So 6 each side here. And it's okay if your foot lifts off the floor as you're rotating.
Just slightly.
Just not a good 7 or 8 inches there.
Huh? What do you say? What? Bring it around your back. You can do 12 with double leg. Try that, huh? Or you can do 6 each leg. Bring up through the hips, squeezing the glute, roll through your spine on the way up, roll through the spine on the way down. And then we'll change that over. Drive it up.
So you can do 12 of these with both feet on the ground as well if you need to. But you don't need to because you're amazing. When you're done with that, bring it up. Okay, still and start calling at me. Oh,
That's funny.
that's
And just change this here. No. Yeah. See that?
for what?
We can't do anything.
For what time? Yeah. That's okay.
That's it.
I could have done that with a juice down there, didn't you?
Oh, very good.
Oh, talk to me about it.
It's okay. Thanks, that
Don't.
timer up. Don't what? Breathe. I'm married.
Right, what are we doing today then?
We start with deadlift. Then after deadlift, we're doing 5 exercises,
Okay.
one after the other. We're going to do that twice, and we're going to do 3 rounds, which will take us through our full workout. 5 different exercises.
Twice and then 3 rounds.
See different blocks of 5. You get me?
Not really.
Not really?
That's okay. I'm going to take it today.
So we have 5 exercises, which Maria doesn't need to get. So we're going to start actually with a mountain climber. Then after the mountain climber we've got deadlift. After that we're down into a press up, flipping around into a bicycle crunch, and back up into a power stride. So the only thing you need for this round is a weight for your deadlift, or you can keep it on the floor and do your glute bridge, which we always do for an alternative. So mountain climber to start. Gavin, that's fine.
3.
3.
3.
2.
Ready?
Hips low, core tight, knee into the chest, lower fast, or elevate it onto the counter, which Maria will demonstrate.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Right.
So again, if you're a beginner, plank position here, palms of the hands on the counter, and you're bringing the knee up towards the chest. 1, 2. Straighten the leg out the back. So again, when you find then that becomes easy, you go down onto a lower surface, and then you can go to the floor like what I was doing. You're halfway.
Leave it in. So I'm doing this low, slow, or you can speed it up as long as you don't end up creeping up and end up there. Which is why I tend to do them slower for people, just because they don't creep up.
And 10.
Good. Bring it up. We're into our deadlift or glute bridge. Again, that deadlift, feet forward, chest tall. Straight your hips back. So I'm not leaning forward, I'm not squatting it, I'm stretching back, I'm standing up, hips in, squeeze the glutes. Do this way, because that light. Knees on the floor doing the glute bridge.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hips back, stand up, squeeze. So again, that line behind me on the screen, trying to touch that line, and then I'm bringing the hips away from the line and squeeze them. That's the way to think of it. Bend the knees and pushing my butt back as far as possible. And then drive the hip forward, squeeze the glutes on the way up. See what Maria's doing on the floor. Should open the window. Hips in, straight to hamstrings, hips in, squeeze the glutes. Straight to hamstrings, hips in, squeeze the glutes. 5 seconds. And time. Good. So we're going to change that up and we're going to do press up. So hands align the shoulders, we're aiming our chest to the floor as we bend our elbows and lean forward. So lean and push. Pushing our chest into the floor. 3, 2, 1, bend. Push up, lean forward, push up.
So again, you can do this off an elevated surface to learn it to start. What you want to do is get that straight line from the heels to the shoulders.
Yeah.
And you're going to put your chest towards the counter. Elbows go back. Push up through the palm of the hands.
So we're pressing. Keep that core solid as we lean into it, shoulders towards the fingertips, pushing back strong. The press up is an elbow bend. A lot of people start doing other things. They crank or they lean back or they dip the head. It's an elbow bend and we'll lean forward and then a press. Same thing as from top position.
And 10.
We're going to go round into your bicycle crunch. Flip that over. And from there you can either go to low position, coming across, bending and extending from there, or full extension, full rotation as we're doing this.
3,
Whichever suits.
2, 1, let's go.
Flex across, back down, flex across, back down. So you don't need to elevate the feet if you don't want to. You keep it low and controlled like this. Breathe it out.
So that
Breathe it out.
elbows going towards the ceiling as well is a good way to think about this.
So this shoulder's lifted from in my armpit to my knee, or you can pass the knee if you want. Some people prefer to pass in order to get the movement.
Last time.
Keep it up.
3, 1, and 10.
Good. Then we are into our power stride. Bring that up.
Same as what you did in the warm up. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
So high impact, or Maria will show low impact now.
So you can go stepping back, squeeze, and go.
Get a little bit of power into it. Right. Right. That's it.
Not working.
So, see now we're loving off the power.
Halfway.
Drive. The low impact, keeping that same sort of cardio. You're driving through the toe, driving through that forward raised position with a fast step. If the high impact doesn't work, doing this.
3, 2, and 10. Well done.
Walk it out, small break, then we're going back into that again. So we are So again, starting off that mountain climber again, a couple of new people in the group, so we're just keeping it slightly lower, not too much, before we bring it back up again. The dinner's falling there. So 20 seconds and then we're back into our mountain climber. So we're only taking the same amount of rest as we did work, so it's only about that 40 seconds. And then we're straight back into it. You good?
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready, guys, mountain climber again, take it up.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Right, if you're slow or fast again, elevate it against that surface. As long as your body is in that plank position and you're driving the knee towards the chest. It doesn't matter which position you are in. As long as this is having shoulders and hands are in line, because if you lift them out in front, you're inevitably going to do this.
Halfway.
We don't want that. Lock it down, squeeze the glutes, tighten the core, drive it in. Again, if you want to do it fast, it doesn't change. Same position. Low,
No
core
rolling.
tight, solid, no movement in the body. Keeping that movement fast.
3, 2, and time.
Good. Deadlift or glute bridge.
Ready to go?
So again, that line here on the screen behind me is what I'm aiming towards to drive, touch, and come away from.
3, 2, let's go.
So my chest faces forward, I sit back, then drive the hips forward. Come from my hip, I stretch my hip back, drive forward. Use a mirror for this if you need to. So you're bending, but pushing back. My chest is up, my back's flat. Drive in. Drive the hip into the belly as you stand up. So I'm standing up, hips in, squeeze. Not hyperextending, don't need to do that. People do that because they think they need to squeeze the glutes at the top. So instead of actually physically pushing your pelvis into the belly and squeezing, they lean back. Oh, there's my glutes, you can feel them now, but you've cranked your back. We don't want that. Up, squeeze, 5 seconds. Up, squeeze, 5 seconds. So straight position, top, straight back, back, and time. Press up. Again, bending the elbows, leaning forward, body in that plank position, or elevate it onto a higher surface.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
So lean, press, push your chest into the floor as you do this. So you're pushing the chest forward as you bend, and then keep it there on the way up. So I'm straightening my arms, lock. I'm not pushing back and leaning back and putting pressure on my shoulders. Chest forward, shoulders lock, bend, push. Same as you do with your bench press. Roll the shoulders back, lock the position, and then you bend the arms, touch the chest, straighten the arms. If you can't touch the floor yet, that's fine. Just don't duck the head and do this. And lean back. We don't want that.
5 seconds.
At the bottom position, your hands should be in line with your chest, not your face, because this is cranking your upper back. Bicycle crunch. Higher low impact, so either feet on the floor, which I showed the first round, which is this. Here, I'm going to show elevated this round, feet up. So full extension, full rotation, full extension, full rotation. I'm not touching my elbow against my knee, I'm twisting my waist.
3, 2, 1,
Let's go. Twist, extend through my heel, pull the knee in, extend through my heel, and I'm rotating from the waist. My shoulders are off the floor. You're not overemphasizing, you're not trying to be up here. It's a small contraction with a rotation as you're doing this. There's constant tension here each time now as you're doing it. You're driving through, extending, rotating, driving through, extending, rotating. It's a nice controlled movement with that rotation each side, and the core is solid.
Last time.
And it's not this, more importantly. This bicycle crunch that people do is nonsense. You're not working your core. Move your arms and legs.
2, and
Time. Power strike. So when you're ready,
3, 2, 1,
let's go. So again, there's no wrong exercises if they're done right. And there's different ways you can break exercises down so that they fit you, rather than you trying to fit into an exercise that does not suit you. Which is why you always show modifications. For example, high impact, low impact. Here, if this is too fast, low impact, slow, touch, slow, touch. And power drive. You just speed it up from there. And once you get into it then, you can support your, if your joints will allow. 3, 2, 1. Grab a drink, we can change the exercises. So again, there's always variations, guys, for you. Should never be a point where you think, I can't do that. Because we always give at least 2 or 3 variations. So next round. We're starting with jumping jacks. We're into a split squat.
You're in the weird light again.
And spotlight. Upright row, ankle touch, and then we will do skater hop there, but I don't like that anymore. Because you've seen the way people do it in the gym,
Right, okay.
and they're throwing themselves into positions which I don't like.
We'll just do a side shuffle, is it?
Yeah, we'll do the side shuffle. So we will with that. So yeah, again, weight wise, the only thing you need is split squat if you want one. Upright row, we definitely need one. So we do. So we're going to start with the jumping jack again. Jumping jack for some people, especially females, post pregnancy, it does not suit for the lateral movement. So this movement doesn't suit because times you get pelvic floor issues, you may get a little bit of leakage or something like that. So you can do low impact. Here, again, you can do fast. Right now, from there, where you can add that cardio element while still not having to do this, because the impact is usually what doesn't work. That doesn't suit. You can do a jack with a split leg position, forward and back, and this usually suits for most. Here, or jogging squat. What? Ramble, ramble, ramble.
How many coffees did you have this morning?
I don't know.
I wish I could fly.
Too many.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. So we've got high impact, that does not suit. Split jump. Here, forward and back with the legs, or low impact with the lateral raise.
Well, you can keep the hands high, keep the arms out.
Whatever suits.
Yes. You're halfway.
It's like getting back in the grill.
That's
God knows how grown elbows and remember that's what I'm trying.
Oh, that's lovely that.
Just say it. Vodka Red Bull for the one.
And time!
High five! Split squat. We're going to start left leg this round, we'll do right leg in the second round. So left leg forward, right leg back, you're going straight down to the floor. Bend the knee, stand up, front leg's doing the work.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Let's go. So bend, push up, grab this weight, bend, push up. If that doesn't suit, you can do body weight, bend, push up. If that still doesn't suit, put the hand on the thigh, bend, push up, but we're going down, not forward. Don't push your body this way, you're going straight onto the floor, and you're pushing up with this leg. Or use the hand, or hands here, or back into that weight, straight down, straight up. So again, different variations of what you can do. If you need, grab that. Go beside a chair, touch the chair.
3, 2,
That will help with that balance, or touch the table
time.
so that you can balance off that. Time.
Check to make sure they heard me.
Upright row.
Ramble.
So upright row, the movement with the upright row, guys. People tend to pull with the hands, or people tend to throw the elbows way up, trying to get the bell up in front of their face or something like this. The movement is this. It's a sideward movement. It's the same as that lateral raise. So that's the muscles we're trying to work. So out to the side, arms should stop dead, the bell should stop there. Arms go out to the side, and then straight back down. When you're ready.
2, 1, let's go.
Like the side, control that down. If you don't have a weight, then you grab a beating tin in each hand, and you're still doing this. Still driving that elbow up and out to the side. You work that side delt into the traps, coming up into that neck, which is where you should feel this. So that logo on my chest is more or less where that bell stops. Out to the side. Stretch it out. Stretch it out.
5 seconds.
Again, the movement, I'm not pulling up with my hands, I'm lifting my elbows up and out to the side.
3, 2,
And time. Where are we at now? Ankle touch, I think. Ankle touch, and then side up. Ankle touch. How we seat them, right? From here, chin forward, as if you're holding a tennis ball against your chest. Lift your shoulders off the floor. So I'm crunched up. Hands are straight. Either touch my ankles with the side bend, I touch my shins, or I touch my knee if you can't reach your ankles.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
If you need, you can support your head.
Be careful not to pull the head.
But you're not pulling the neck.
Pull the neck.
I'm supporting the head with fingertips, because some people feel pressure on the neck here, trying to hold that neck forward and can't do this. So they do, but if you can't hold it up, you can touch. So you can do something like this here if you want, if it works better for you, as long as you're not pulling the head. Ooh, ragdoll, slap yourself around. This is what people do, they pull the head in themselves. We don't want that, that's not right.
3, 2,
It's like a pet peeve of mine, especially with core work, that people, once they touch their head, it's
Yeah.
like a rag doll.
What's next? Run the spot.
That was good.
Right.
So, from here, we have got either, you've got lift the knee, 1, 2, 3, knee up, 1, 2, 3, knee up, 1, 2, 3, knee up, 2, 3, knee up, or 6, 6, 6, 6. So the sixth one is what works.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Dun, 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 dun.
Or 1, 2, 3, number 4.
Depends on your space as well.
Yeah, depends on space. This might work for somebody, but try to do this here on the spot just may not work. You do it in the spot, just not really funny. So, how does that work? 6,
Halfway.
6, 6,
No, don't do that.
6. That works.
Right.
Just do that little dance that you like to do.
That's 5. And 10. Well done. Just gonna have to
I did it,
shove
aye.
you there.
Buzzed you. Like that.
You right there?
Full beans tonight. Right, today, I don't know what time it is.
What are you doing the same again?
Yes, start with the jump jack again. So get breath, guys. So jump jack, split squat, upright row, ankle touch, and then either that step, side march with the knee, or you can add a little bit of movement into it.
Yeah.
So 4 works just for the amount of movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4 takes you back this other way, takes you back the other way, and same as the 6. 6 just because of the speed of it.
That's 10.
10. Jump jack, high row impact. Whatever way you want to do it.
3, 2, 1.
Let's
Let's
have-
go.
So again, we've got lateral movements here with the legs. You can do a split jump with the legs. You can do low impact, which Maria's doing there.
All about low impact today.
It's all about low impact today. Whatever suits. Breathe it out. Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing. Keep it up. Come on. Last hand. Come on. Come on. Right there.
Yeah. 3, 2, 10.
Whew. That's warm. What did I get it for last time? Left leg? Right leg this time? Whenever you're ready.
3, 2, 1.
Again, front leg, we're going down. Bend the front knee, straighten the front leg. Bend the front knee, straighten the front leg. So we're bending down and then pushing up. This leg's doing the work. If that does not suit, hand on your thigh, bend the front knee. Don't worry about the back leg. Don't think about bending it. It will bend. Unless you've gone into far too far back and you're into this ridiculous stretch. Bring yourself in, 90 degrees both legs.
Keep your feet on train tracks for balance as
Yeah.
well.
So the feet aren't on the same line. The feet are shoulder distance.
5 seconds.
Doing this work, 5 seconds, core tight. And again, use the chair for balance if you need. You can have a chair on each side if you want.
And 10.
As you're doing it, it'll help work that leg. Upright row. Again, out to the side.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Elbows out the side, control the way down. Elbows out the side, control the way down. Relax your neck. People tend, when they do this, they stiffen up. They freeze the neck, or they start putting the head down. Relax it. Let the shoulders go out to the side, stop, control. So it's a straight line with the shoulders. We're not trying to force them up to the ceiling, we're driving them out to the side, and that's what's pulling the weight up. Those elbows going to the side.
That's 10.
Up we go. Let's go. Drive. You should pull through your shoulders, up into your traps, up into your neck,
10.
and tight. Good. Ankle touch. Yeah, don't pull your neck, you're supporting that head. Hey? Today is not a day for slowness. When you're ready.
3, 2, 1. Let's
Side
go.
to side. Either ankle, if you can touch it, if you can't, go to your shin. Up here. Or go to the knee. Shin, ankle, whatever suits. Ready?
And half left.
You have left.
So again, think that there's a golf ball between your chin and your chest.
Yeah. And this is the side bend. Don't start reaching up or trying to do a sit up or doing something weird. You're bending down the side of your body, which is why you're touching that. Do a stand there so they see what you're doing.
So you're doing this.
You're doing that. This is what the movement
Kind of
is.
like how Emma used to dance.
It's a side bed. You know, you look at fucking picture,
3,
wouldn't we?
2,
If you're not doing that.
and saying, I know. Monkey chickens, huh?
Ross and Monica, 21 last
Yeah.
2 years Eve dance contest.
Yeah. 3, 2,
Lift the knee.
1, let's go.
Let's go. Up. So 6 lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 up. 6 up. From there, don't start that. Or 1, 2, 3 up. The reason I'm changing this because she's going to start singing it. Come on. David.
You're giving me electric shocks.
I know that's because I'm building up it static with
Yeah.
the sharks doing this movement.
That's 5.
That's 5. Come on. Down.
And down.
Grab a drink. We're going to change it up. You have usually peachy.
Stop. Would you stop it?
So we're going to do a lateral touch from this, and then a shoulder press. We'll need to wait for that. Squat with a hold. You can do it with or without weight. A plank, and then a frogger.
Nice.
Nice. That's nice. Not really. It's nasty.
Here, I'll push it out. Or use it first.
No, lateral touch to it.
Alright, okay, sorry. 5 seconds to go.
Filling my water. Awkward. So, your lateral touch. So lateral touch is basically this. Start here, you step out with one leg out to the side, hand goes down, switch. So you're doing this, side to side, that small movement, and then you can speed it up slightly from side to side, or the full movement is you're staying as low as possible, and then you're just skipping out side to side.
2, 1, let's go.
Start height, 1, step, punch the floor as you change. The leg goes out as the hand that you punch the floor with. And again, you can speed that up from here, or you can go small movement side to side. Just skipping that out.
Core nice and
That's
tight.
too much. Chest up. Go here or step. Go here from that.
10 seconds.
Last 10. So find the one that suits. And again, you can work through these if you need to build up through them. Where you're trying to just do maybe 5 seconds in each.
2, 10.
And 10. So you're not even for the full thing yet. You work your way up through them. Shoulder press. You have a weight. You have whatever you have in your hands that you can press above your head. As you press up, bicep comes in line with the ear. You're not overarching. If you start overarching like this, you feel the back. Split your stance. Drop your rib cage down. Pushing that split stance. Keep your rib cage locked here. You don't want this at the top. When you're ready.
3, 2, 1, let's
Breathe.
go.
Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in.
So
Breathe
your
out.
arms are hitting your ears as you go up. It's a good guide.
Yeah, that
Make
means that
sure
the weight's
hands are
right
too
over the
far
head.
back. Yeah, that's it.
Back down. So the bicep just touches the ears. Unless you've got a really big bicep in the ears, it'll end up right here.
Last 10 seconds.
But most of us don't.
Last 5.
5 seconds.
And 10.
Okay.
Well
Oh. Squat and hold. So basically what we're going to do with the squat and hold is you sit down to your squat. We're going to stop for 1 second, then we're going to stand up. You sit down to your squat, we stop for 1 second, stand up. You can do it with your weight. You can do it off a chair if you want to use the chair, or the sofa if that feels more comfortable.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Sit down then, stand up. What I prefer to do, Maria's about to go to the square of the chair.
Do the chair.
I prefer to do the corner because the chair is between your legs then.
And that makes more sense. I'll give him credit here where it's due.
Because it doesn't feel then as if you're going to fall over, and you can walk back into the chair as much as you want, then from that corner, that's right between your legs. So 1 second hold in the chair, stand up. If you need to sit fully on the chair, sit fully, but don't relax the legs, and then stand up. And don't rock back, so touch fully, and then push up.
You're hovering.
Yes.
3, 2, and
10. Plank. again, we did this in our core session. Leg out, lock your rib cage up, squeeze your butt, hold. If you do kneeling, knees down, not forward. Don't come to here.
Say which one you're going to do.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Straighten, core tight, hold.
If you go into this, the foot, full plank as Emma has here, and you find that halfway through you're starting to get very tired, rather than coming out of it, just put the knee down slightly and then you can come back up onto it much easier.
Yeah.
So it's only a swift movement of the knee rather than a full trying to re-engage again. And your core can stay tight the whole way through.
You just straighten one leg, straighten another leg, and you're back into it.
And your core has not relaxed at all.
Down. You just sharpen the lever of the work being done. This lengthens the lever.
5 seconds.
And then it's difficult. And again, this can be elevated on the counter.
And time.
Right, so there's that. I'm not going to do this hard because when you put it in the group, that's horrible.
Let's go to this crunch first.
No, for the cardio bench.
Do
a sprint spot.
3, 2, 1, let's go. Yeah, the frog release for other leg.
Yeah. You'll know when you get to some other workout why we left it out. Yeah. But yeah, welcome to the new members of the group. Hope you're all enjoying your time here. 15 seconds. We're going to pump this out.
Go fast, last 10.
And go, last 10. Pump it out. 5 seconds. Speed it up. 3, 2, 1.
And time, well done.
Walk it out, 1 to go, and we're done. Get your breath, get a drink. How are we all doing? Can't see me. Huh? Yeah, we need to get actual big proper studio lights up in the corner, shining down into the room.
Yeah, funny, when I designed the kitchen, we didn't really intend for it to be a
workout studio.
Kind of workout studio upstairs, really. Actually create a room
in that corner, up in the attic, yeah. Except, you know how warm that attic is?
I know.
You did not realise how warm that attic is. You need an aircon system up there too.
Yeah, we'll just finish. We'll just get me lights.
We'll just get me lights in the corner here. That'll touch. We're going to step.
Right, let's go.
Change, step, change, and then we speed it up.
3, 2, 1, let's
go. So right foot out, change, left foot out, change. The right foot out, left, right, left, and then you start into it. Move from here. Punch on the floor, chest tall as you do it, and then if you want, get lower. If my chest stays up as I go lower, you're just putting more into the leg, side to side, as we're doing this. Keeping that tall, hips are pushed back to get the depth. Take your wee step. And again, you come higher. You step it. Punching that down, here. From there. Doesn't matter which one you're doing, as long as you're moving.
3, 2, 10.
10. Shoulder press. Again, bicep to the ear. Don't overarch. Don't push out the front. Split the stance if you need. Squeeze the glutes. Lock the rib cage. Down. Let the arms do the work.
3, 2, 1, let's
breathe.
Go. So remember to breathe here.
Control.
We just tend to hold our breath.
Breathe out.
When we do these exercises.
Control. Control. Control the way down. Yeah, right there. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Huh?
Just watching your time. 10 seconds.
Last 10. Keep it going, push it up, control the way down.
Last 5, let's get another rep in. 1 more. And 10. Well done. You can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it.
That plank, or the squat with the hold at the bottom.
3.
So good position for the toes is don't be square on, turn them out at about 5 to 1. So just a very slight movement, and then as you sit back at the hip, so start break from the hip, and then push your knees out to that 5 to 1 position.
3, 2, 1.
The reason for that is that you drop down into your low squat. Here, you're not overemphasizing it, you can get down and then drive up strong into that. So you sit down into it, same as that warm-up stretch. That's the reason we do that, is they loosen you out for your squat. That low hip position here, back up out of that. So you sit down into it, low squat, chest is tall, stand up. And this is ultimately what you're trying to get down into. If you've ever seen a baby squatting, they just
They're amazing.
sit down into it. We used to all be able to do that.
Yeah.
Then you unlearn it. because of
That's 5.
lounging about in life and everything else.
And time. Well done.
Plank.
You're there now.
2 to go. Marie's going to show the plank off the kitchen counter this time.
Yeah.
Or off the chair even in front of you.
Yeah.
Same thing.
3.
Lock it down, elbows are under the shoulder. Straighten the leg out. Straighten the leg out. Tuck your butt under you. Bring your pubic bone towards your belly button. And then bring your rib cage towards your pubic bone. That locks everything down. Squeeze everything.
3,
Let's go.
2, 1, let's go.
We don't want that lower back taking all the pressure. If you're looking in a mirror, that lower back should be flat. Shouldn't be like this. Butt up, back down. Other way. Squeeze.
If you're off the counter here and you're on your forearms, make sure that you have the pelvis tucked. So you don't want this.
Down.
Tuck it forward, okay? If that's easy and you feel it's doing nothing, go on to your forearms onto a sofa or a low chair again. Get it down here and then tuck the pelvis, squeeze it up. So everything is tight the whole way from the hips to the shoulders. And if someone was to poke you in the tummy in any of these positions, you wouldn't budge.
5 seconds.
2, 1. Give me 5 seconds all you want. That's tight.
And 10. There. Disruptive.
I was watching what was happening.
Right.
3, 2, run, Forrest, run, go.
Let's go. You can say kicking the head if you don't stop. Let's go. 10 off. Just short movement. Again, you can do this slower. That's fine too.
Great job, yeah.
Yeah, a small job. 15 seconds. You're ready to go for the last 10. If you don't feel like you have it in you to speed it up, don't.
3,
If you have,
2, let's
go. Chest tall, arms in, knees moving. Pump that out. Come on, strong.
3, 2, and time. Well done.
Stay with. That's all, guys.
Well done.
Grab a drink, quick, stretch it out.
You want to start?
Yeah. You're all
You go on. Leave me alone.
leave back to my
Torture.
So once I finish dying here,
Yeah, nice.
I'm choking. You don't even care.
I don't care.
Stretch it up.
That was rough.
What's that? Out to the side, stretch back. Ow. From lack of movement, right to front, stretch it forward.
One day I decided I'm not ready.
One day more. Arm across, pull through. Right there.
I'm fine.
You gonna quarantine that BT pot that you're on? Other arm across, pull through.
God, I hate you so much.
Arms at the back. Stretch back.
Shush.
Relax that.
Anybody want husbands?
Foot up, knee together. Stretch it out. Very low maintenance.
For sale, free to get home.
Change.
Make sure that the pelvis is pushed forward now as well on the stretch if you want to get a deeper stretch into the quad.
I thought you were advertising me there for the stretch when you started
Oh my
jumping.
god! Stop talking.
What's in front? Sit back into it. Don't come down, or you can lift the heat up. Just raise the calf.
Nothing, I'm just waiting for you to finish your stretching.
Change. You look very uncomfortable there.
I'm not one bit uncomfortable. I'm very relaxed actually.
Relax that up. And then big step back. Tuck the pelvis under from that position. You're struggling now. And then drop down into your stretch.
Nothing. So,
You right there?
yeah.
Have a wee moment.
I am. I've had lots of moments today.
I've seen that. Change sides. Flip it around. Tuck the pelvis under. Drop down into your stretch.
Well done.
You're right there.
Well done.
Bring that
Well
up.
done.
Thanks. Cheers.
Front one of the weird light.
I'm not going on the
Well
right.
done,
That'll do
everybody.
us for today. See, everything's wrong. Lighting, memories.